Hey, what's going on, everyone? Joe here, and Trial Survivors has hit early access. This is a survivor-style action roguelite, a really cool one. It doesn't try to do anything too crazy, but what it does very well, putting thousands of enemies all over you at all times, building incredible characters. And so we're going to jump into one of the brand new stages with a new character and the harder difficulty and see what this game's all about. Here we go. So we are playing this on hard difficulty. We are playing as the Dancer. So the Dancer doesn't actually have a dodge attack. What they do is they throw blades out that come back in like a boomerang. They do not come back in. I was incorrect in that assumption. But the basic attack does. There you go. So we're going to slap some salamanders, try to level ourselves up. We start with some piercing too. Oh, the chakram has unlimited pierce. That's cool. And so one thing I learned, we've got 5 weapon slots down below. You've got 1 active weapon that you can aim and shoot with, but you can swap that to any spell in the game. So you can manually control every single spell if you want to. All right, we leveled up. We could increase our physical damage, increase our overall physical damage. This one's just for my basic attack, or we could increase our bleed chance. Why don't we go across the board? Let's see if we can't do a full-on physical build, because every single time I played this game, I usually go for an element, fire or lightning. There are already a ton of enemies. So when we played this on normal, it wasn't too bad. There was a few challenges towards the end, and in early access, the runs are a lot longer. We have to survive 10 stages. And so we can see our timer in the top right. We have different objectives in each stage. Whirling knives. So this is another physical attack. It's rare. Throw piercing knives in a circle around you, dealing physical damage. I can increase the projectiles on my chakram. That's cool. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go for whirling knives. We can see down below the amount of times you can upgrade a weapon. And once you hit that lock, it actually evolves, kind of like Vampire Survivor style, into a brand new weapon. So let's do whirling knives. So we got all sorts of crazy blades. We don't need any health. We can break these pots, and sometimes they've got items for us, like bombs and stuff like that. Dude, these knives are busted. What we need is a little bit of pierce on them. Lyra, you're new. Crescendo wave. Generate growing fire waves in a sequence of 3 that deal area damage. Fire cold projectiles. So you've got different elements. You have ice and fire. I'm actually going to reroll this. We can reroll with the same person, or we can reroll to a different person. So we're going to change the constellation. We can increase the projectiles on our knives, increase the physical damage on our knives, or increase our overall projectile speed. Let's go for speed. So now everything flies faster. Okay, let's do my special. Don't forget, I can't dodge, but I can shoot boomerangs all around me. I want to try to get to that hard. And I've got multiple charges, so I can spam this. Yeah, we've got our charges above my health bar, so we can use that as a get-out-of-jail card. All right, I want as many projectiles as possible. This is on the throwing knives, though. So we go from 60 knives to 66 knives. I don't know how noticeable that'll be, but that's kind of funny. Let's try to grab this heart. And so there's something about this game, because it's executed so well. Like I said, it's not trying anything crazy different, but what it does is awesome. So it's the best version of Survivor-style junk food. All right, more ailment duration. I don't think we can bleed, but that's it. We can increase our bleed chance or our overall physical damage again. Let's keep going physical damage. Let's get to a point, because the enemies are going to get stronger. Right now, all we've got are lizards, and I'm not sure what other enemies are going to appear in the desert. We're probably only going to have 1 type on the first stage. But if we can get to a point where we are one-shotting virtually everything, I think we'll be okay. I'm also going to do something very unnatural for me. I'm going to turn the game up because it's kind of quiet. What do we have? Whirling knives, rare upgrade, more physical damage, more ailment duration, or more bleed chance. I'm just going to keep going into damage, man. The best defense is even more damage. Yeah, I like the music here. It's nice. All right, we've got 55 seconds left. I'm going to try to break some of these pots, see if we can't find any bombs. There's also magnets, too. More ailment, physical damage. I feel like we're just getting Sagittarius now. More damage. We're hitting for 30 once. Oh, we got an elite. Holy crap. When I do my special ability, I think we get an attack speed increase. Let me try this. I'm going to let it charge up. Yeah, we do. We get haste. Dancer utility buff. And if I spam it, it stacks even more. Okay. Let's do more projectiles. 69. Nice. I would go for bleed chance if it impacted everything. But we don't have one that does that yet. It's just my chakrams. So I want more knives. Gemini. In our harmony, constellations are born. Interlace shot. Fire 2 projectiles that pierce everything and create cascading explosions on walls. So this is a fire and a lightning projectile. Magic bolt and contagious spread. Inflict an elemental damaging debuff that spreads to nearby enemies on kill. Fire barrage of magic bolts that deal fire, frost, and lightning damage. I'm re-rolling this. All right. More physical damage. This is a larger physical damage multiplier. All right, yeah, let's do that. Who needs anything else but physical damage? I'm trying to get buff right now. I want more projectiles on my basic attack. So if I hit E... Oh, I actually can equip that one. It has to be projectiles. Because like I said, I can pick whatever move down here that I want as my active move. But I guess the big ones, like the knives, we don't get that choice. More projectiles, higher bleed chance, ailment duration. Let's go ahead and go for bleed chance on my basic attack. Because these guys aren't dying in one hit anymore. More projectiles, 78. Holy hell. 60% bleed chance on my basic attack. Now, give me 78 projectiles on the knives. That's a bomb. Could have used that a little bit earlier. All right, let me open up my chest. Get some of that delicious XP. Aquarius. Spawn a stationary aqua ball that deals damage. I feel like it's kind of pointless for me to go into physical because I'm not seeing a lot of other physical attacks. They all seem to be under that same horoscope. Cold projectiles that deal more damage and can replicate on hitting chilled enemies. That's kind of cool. Shoot a salvo of cold projectiles that instantly kill enemies below 15% life. All right, why don't we go ahead and slow enemies down? I want Ice Storm. We'll try this out. Throw physical hammers. All right, well, there we go. That does physical damage. Imbued with the power of lightning. So it does lightning as well, but we still get physical damage. I want the thunder hammers, please. Thank you, Thor. It's the only one that's common. You guys are going to be like, Joe, I can't believe he picked the common when he had 2 uncommons. I got reasons. Okay, I got reasons. Let's go. I have to escort the cube. If I fail to escort the cube, here we go. So now I can equip the thunder hammer and use that as my basic attack. Which I think is a nice touch. So I can like snipe this guy, miss him. I can try to snipe him again. Excellent. Boom. Dude, the range on this hammer is pretty nuts. All right, let's go back to my other weapon because it fires way faster. We now have the addition of bats. And so I can leave this thing if I want for a little bit, but our progress bar will start to deflate in the top right. But if I stand back in it, it recharges. So I don't have to stand here the whole time. We can just do whatever's necessary. I will say, so far, though, on this difficulty, these guys put up a little bit more of a fight. I'm actually kind of stressed out, and it's only the second stage. Healing's also pretty generous in this game, so I'm not going to break a sweat trying to grab some. I see a magnet over there. Legendary ability haste on the chakram. The cooldown goes down so much. Holy crap, give me that. You can throw this super fast now, especially if I spam my special ability. I'm curious, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it alone. Oh, there's so many funneling in on the right side. The worst part about my special, it just breaks on the rocks. So I have to make sure I'm at a good spot whenever I use it. More physical damage, more projectiles on my basic attack. I want this, but I want it at a higher rarity so I get even more projectiles, because we can only level this up so many times, you know? So I'm going for overall physical damage. Hello, Libra. What do you have? Static zone that deals damage to enemies inside it. Burn enemies all around the player, dealing damage based on max HP. Shoot 4 projectiles in a cross pattern that pierce everything and always bounce. Huh. Okay. Rerolling. Get out of my face. I want even more physical damage. Well, more ability haste on the hammer would be nice, because this thing flings very slowly, and this is rare, so it's a higher modifier. I'm not really noticing this ice attack. Oh, I see. It just kind of like rains. All right, spam my ability. I'm taking too much damage. Can I get some healing? We're not going down, boys. I just need some hearts. Oh, there's an elite coming in here. I don't know if I can kill him fast enough. So this is just a debuff that spreads around and gives them cold damage, lightning damage, and fire damage, all 3. We could try this contagious spread. See what it's like. That's my last ability. This is my objective, sir. Get out of here. Thank you. All right. More physical damage on the whirling knives. No, let's just do overall physical damage multiplier. All right. Give me that. We get a ton of elites now. They go down pretty fast. Time to turn the game down, as all the attacks are now very loud. Give me some help. The Escort 1 is probably the most difficult. Really. Lightning damage, bleed chance. Oh, the axe can bleed too? So everything physical has a bleed chance. You know what? I will go ahead and take the lightning damage. Why? Because I have nothing else that scales for lightning. So if I can really go in on leveling you up with lightning each time and then just go for the overall physical buffs, that's going to be a double whammy. We need to be very selective about what upgrades we give our attacks, especially when this game gets harder and harder. I feel like build crafting is going to go insane. Because one thing about this game that is nuts, there's only 3 stages right now, right? But there's like 8 difficulty levels, starting from normal to hard. And so every single time you beat one, you unlock a new one. So we're not even close to the hardest difficulty. I want to see how bonkers this gets. Chain distance on the spread. We increase the damage over time. Let's do more damage over time so this actually ends up spreading. Bleed change. Ability haste. This increases the overall rarity of my chakram from common to uncommon, so I'm going to do that. I've got my treasure chest. This character is so slow. It's surprising there's no upgrades. Every upgrade seems to always be about damage. We really don't have any that's like health regen. Now that I think about it, yeah, there's no upgrades you get that aren't about damage to like increase our movement speed. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and buff up my Thunderhammer. And I want yet even more damage over time. Thank you. Not Escort again. The missions are random, so you never know what you're going to get. I'd rather have defeat enough bosses or destroy angry pillars, not protect angry cube. So I can equip this move? What is it fire like? Oh, it's a little zap. And so that zap gives them damage over time. It spreads around like chain lightning. Holy crap, that's cool. It's got some insane range too. So if we level that up, all right, I see it. That's not bad. Come here, you bearded dragons with your Rayman limbs that aren't connected. I don't know anything about your anatomy. Oh, I guess everyone in this game is like Rayman. None of their arms are connected. Dude, speaking of which, New Rayman game coming out. I could not be more excited. I grew up with Rayman 2 as a kid. One of my favorite games of all time with the green cartridge on the Nintendo 64. All right, we got angry balls. I prefer my balls not angry. We got a bomb. Nice. Okay. Boss. All right, so that's my favorite thing about my special ability. It's not the blades that shoot out. It's the crazy increase to my attack speed. I freaking love that. All right, so I'm going to leave you for a little bit. I only get worried about leaving it with this character because it takes me too long to walk back in. I don't have a dash. All right, where are we going? Where are we going, Cube? We're going down here this way? I see an elite behind us. Boom, boom, boom. Line him up. Knock him down. Holy crap, the elite ball has a ton of health. That was almost really bad. More chains? Yeah, give me more chains. I'll take it. I want to level up the knives enough so we can evolve it. I feel like the hammer's the closest to evolving. And if I can get more projectiles on my basic attack, that's going to be a game changer too. I think I saw that earlier, but then I passed on it because I saw something else. What a fool I was. Give me my blue eyes white dragon. More chain distance, more damage over time. Give me chain distance. That move's kind of fun. There's got to be a character. So there's 5 characters in the game right now. There's got to be like an elementalist that specializes in all the elements. Hence the name Elementalist. You know, like the Avatar. I still haven't watched it, guys. I know, every single time I talk about Avatar The Last Airbender, you guys are like, what? How can you exist in this world and not see and worship every single episode? I've only seen one episode. Multiple times. I've seen the first episode, and I try to sit down and watch it, and then I get distracted. Let's do more damage over time, please. Thank you. Whirling knives projectile count. 84 knives. Give me 84 knives. 90 knives. Next one evolves that. All right. 90 knives. That's nuts. Whirling Knives of Thunder? No shot. You can swap it to be electric. So there's a bunch of different ways you can evolve your attacks. Trigger lightning strikes upon hitting a shocked enemy. I didn't realize you could synergize like that. That's cool. I'm taking that. Because we already have the Thunder Hammer. Ignite chance? No, let me re-roll some of these. More projectiles on Ice Storm. I don't want you, Aquarius. Get out of here. Yeah, let's do Thunder Hammer. Let's do Thunder Hammer. Now if I get upgrades for my general thunder damage, I'm going for it. Thunder, lightning, same thing. Okay, we gotta destroy the towers. They go down pretty fast. Dude, these knives are about to be bonkers. Yeah, they're electric. And so whenever they get hit by one, a lightning strike follows. Oh, I should probably step back. So this goes for a double hit. There we go. Look at that. The efficiency. All right, that's almost done. We got to knock out 4 of these. So we can do this objective early and then coast. I see you, ball. Relax, sir. Get out of my face. Oh, there's a bomb. Okay. Projectile count. Yes! 2 more projectiles on the basic attack. Let's go! This is what we needed. All right, where are the towers? There we go. If I want, I could charge up my special ability here and then just blitz this down. Yeah. My damage output is obscene. Lightning damage overall. We got to go for that because now it hits the Whirling Knives of Thunder. If I had known, I probably wouldn't have gotten this ice spell, because now this ice spell is the odd one out. Because you got to pick like 1 or 2 things to focus on just so you can monopolize as much damage, you know? All right, every tower's done. I can still knock out more towers if I see them because they give us experience. Another angry ball. Yeah, we get another tower. All right. Let's cut my way up. And just like that, it's done. And we got some healing. They said hard mode was hard, man. They didn't know who was showing up. Larger ice. Larger ailment duration. Huh. We do have a lot of them. We do have a lot of them. And this is legendary. You know what? I'll take it. I'm not usually a status effect guy. I'm more of a punch you in the face kind of guy. Or I guess in this case, throw blades at your face. Yeah, that's something I notice. Whenever I play any of these games, I don't usually go for like burn or lightning or frost. I do go for frost sometimes. Because if they're frozen, you can punch them in the face more, right? That makes sense. But I always just go for the highest raw damage output. I want more physical damage on the chakram, please. Oh no, there was the multiplier on the left. Joe, you idiot. I mean, this was epic though. That was just a common multiplier. All right, we can take this out. Okay. About to level up again. See if we can do that before the mission ends. Come on. Nice. Nice, nice. Chakram from uncommon to rare, even more physical damage. I want to evolve this and see what we can turn it into. There's the multiplier again. I like this because it impacts all my, well, not all my attacks. Oh, does this not scale with physical at all anymore? My brain thought it would do physical and lightning like the Thunder Hammer. No, it just converted that boy to pure on lightning. Wow, okay. That's less exciting. That's less exciting. I'm going to go ahead then and increase your basic physical damage. Why? Because I want to get you evolved as soon as possible. Never mind. I want the multiplier. I changed my mind. I was convincing you guys, and then I convinced myself of something else. Everyone's like, Joe, you contradict yourself all the time because I'm like, I want this, and then I see something that I want more, and so I go for that. All right, I want to go for more physical damage on the chakram. I need one more evolution. We got a ton of rerolls now. Survive. So the 5th and the 10th waves seem to be like DPS checks. They give you a big open area. You don't really have a ton of stuff you can mess with. It's just survive. Oh, you guys got body armor now? Yeah, good luck. And you brought in your red boys. Oh, the elite's got body armor too. Not gonna make a difference. Down you go. This character's fun, man. And even though our knives don't scale with lightning anymore, hitting everybody and seeing the lightning bolts go crazy is very satisfying. I like this character because they don't run away. There's no dodging. More projectiles. Oh, 6 projectiles. Whew! All right. All right. I'm ready for the evolution, please. Especially if they're right up front. I hit them with all 6 blades twice. Nuts. This game is so much fun. I know it doesn't look like much. It doesn't look like much, but it gets a big stamp of approval just because it's really fun to play. Plus, they did a really good job with the upgrades. And keep in mind, it's only early access, so it's only up from here. I would like to see maybe the speed of the game get expedited at some point, just because going 10 stages and some of the objectives you finish within the first 20 seconds, just to break up the gameplay flow a little bit, because we don't have that typical like death must die style where you're moving from thing to thing on the map. You get your objective immediately. Throw triple the amount of additional projectiles and create a lightning chain. So this doesn't say lightning damage, so I don't think we change it from physical. It has shock chance, projectile count, chain count, projectile speed, lightning chain. Okay, so lightning shurikens. Oh, I have a wand now. What the heck? It does do lightning damage. All right, so all the physical stuff we leveled up is pointless now. That's okay. We're going to go full on into lightning damage now. Let's do it. Let's do it. I have to assume all the upgrades we gave this previously that pumped into physical damage, like the slots itself, had to have transferred into lightning. Otherwise, that would have been such a waste. Because they still seem super strong. Also, you guys know me, okay? When would I be one to pass up chain lightning? It's my favorite thing of all time. Lightning damage as many times as it takes. Every time I see this. Chain distance. Okay, so that works on my shuriken and the contagious spread. Dang, okay, more lightning damage. I need to see like one guy and punch him just to see how much damage I'm doing, because there's so many damage numbers popping up. I don't understand how strong I am. All right, let's increase your chains. So now I can evolve you too. All right, we got everything we need. Time for wave 6. Not this stupid cube again. All right, I need one guy in front of me so I can throw hands. Where's he at? Where's he at? Oh, I see you guys. No. All right, yeah, that was a lot of numbers. Because each shuriken chains. And they chain up to 5 times. So they're probably chaining within themselves to create a crazy... Whoa, big man. Big man has small men inside of him. Interesting. Okay, that's gonna complicate things. Okay, all right, Joe. Watch out, man. These big dudes. I'm leaving the objective. I am abandoning the objective right now. I need more lightning damage on my knives. Get the health. Holy crap, guys. I just had a terrible nightmare. There was a rock family, rock daddies, rock babies, and they were all smacking me in the face with their balls. Luckily, that did not happen, and I woke up and thought to myself, man, you know, Trial Survivors is out. This would be a nice game to play with you guys, so I'm going to go ahead, jump on in. Let's try hard difficulty on the brand new map, and we're going to play as the Pyromancer. You know, I know there's a new character called the Dancer, but, you know, I'm not feeling them right now. We'll figure out what they do later. And so with the Fire guy, we can dash, we can level up. That's the most important thing. I can increase the amount of balls that I have, but I think I want to increase my damage first. More balls is tempting, but let's do damage. And so I can dash, and I can paint the floor with flames. This guy's actually probably my favorite character so far. The lightning guy's also super fun. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's okay. We're good. We got that. See? We got answers to these situations now. And we need to go for as many massive explosions as possible. Area of effect. Piercing. Now, piercing could be a good one to get right now. Yeah, there we go. That's good. That's solid. Early game, I feel like, is going to be harder with this guy. But the payoff is going to be there. I think also I need to build with intent. Granted, last run, yeah, I know, it wasn't a dream, all right? Well, what can I say? Last run, I realized that you really have to have a game plan on these harder difficulties because I got too excited. I saw too many things for the first time. I swapped from physical to lightning, wasted all my physical upgrades. Today, we are burning things. I want Firestorm. Create a firestorm of meteors falling in a specific area, dealing fire damage. Wow, this is just a rare upgrade to all fire damage, though. As much as I want the Firestorm, I'm going to invest and get some fire damage. Can't teach an old dog new tricks. I want to burn, baby. But now that I know what is expected, oh my gosh. Dash, dash. There we go. More fire damage, more projectiles on the basic attack. Give me that. 3 balls. More balls than any man can responsibly handle. That's why we're only given 2. Lizards don't eat my face. Gotta get myself a heart. We got a reroll. That's nice. I also gotta make sure I'm not running so much because we need experience. There's some healing. Okay, all right. When this hits. Even more balls. Heat beam. Stationary projectile that generates fire beams. Explode ignited enemies. What? That's cool. That's sick, man. Ignite chance, more fire damage, lava rift. Create a lava rift that travels along the ground, dealing fire damage. Give me all these fire moves. I'm down for it. See, that's the thing. I don't feel like there's a ton of physical moves. So the dancer did not have a bunch of options. There's a bunch of fire moves in this game. I think more than anything else. Give me more balls. It is very cool, though, that physical can evolve into other elements. I really like that, because I don't think you can do that with fire. Let's increase our ignite chance overall. I could upgrade the rarity of this, but I'd like to get everything a higher ignite chance, because the heat beam will explode them if they're ignited. Also, one thing I don't know if I love, I'm going to wait till I level up. The description of the moves expand a little bit after you pick them up. Like, I kind of want that clarity before I grab it, because you don't get all this info. Fire a static projectile that generates 3 beams, dealing fire damage. Consume an ignite stack to generate an explosion and can replicate upon hitting an enemy with the stack. Okay. Ability haste on lava rift. No, let's do even more projectiles. We got 5 fireballs now. So this is lightning. This is Libra, so I don't want any of these. Burn enemies all around the player, dealing damage based on max HP. So this is a fire AoE. Holy Ground is also fire. Generate 1 static zone that deals damage to enemies inside of it. Now give me Cleansing Fire. Yeah, we got a big old fire circle now. That's cool. We can increase the area of effect. The ability haste? So I guess the tick rate is higher. It's legendary. I think I'd want the area to be bigger, but faster tick rate's nice. Ignite chance on the lava rift. Overall fire damage, though. that boosts literally every attack that I've got. I know it's common versus rare, but there's also no cap on the amount of times I increase my fire damage. All right, exterminate. We got to knock out elites. I feel like a monstrosity. Holy crap. What happened, man? I don't feel like I see the heat beam go off very often. Maybe there needs to be a certain amount of enemies. We need to kill 12 elites. I wonder if they're weaker because of the challenge. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Area of effect on my big AoE. Yeah, I want that. I want that large. I want to hit the whole map. We have room for one more attack. As far as I'm aware, there's still a bunch of fire moves that we haven't gotten. So I don't know what that last attack will be. I don't know if I love this fire crater, just because we have to let them get close enough. Area of effect on the heat beam would be nice. More pierces on my basic attack, which would get it right for a level up. But let's do area of effect on the beam. All right, we're almost halfway done. Oh, you guys. So what I like to do is dash, dash, and then walk them through my dashes. So they just take a ton of crispy damage. I like my lizards well done. I guess people, I was about to say, do people eat lizards? But crocodile is very tasty. I don't want any of these. I'm going to re-roll. Wait, fire 2 projectiles? One's fire, one's lightning. I'm good, I'm good. Change. Fire damage multiplier. It's uncommon. I'll take it. So you can increase both your flat damage percentage and then also your multiplier, which of course will coincide with each other for even crazier gains. Let's get this hard. We did it, nice. And now we'll just keep getting elites. We can farm up for more experience. That's why I like this challenge so much. Because we're about to level up fast. Let's go for Ignite Chance. Area of Effect. That impacts my Fireball, but let's do Ignite Chance. Guarantee that everything gets lit. I do want more piercing on the basic attack. And I think what I'm most excited about is to see what they all evolve into. So there's Firestorm. Create a firestorm of meteors falling in a specific area, dealing fire damage. Sure, why not? That's our last move. There's also one that's like big lava boulders. I remember that from the demo. I was hoping we get that, but I want to get new stuff I've never seen as well. Increase the rarity of Firestorm. Nah, all that does is increase its Ignite Chance. I'd just rather get more damage. Like right now, all these enemies are reliably dying in one hit, but we haven't seen the ones with armor yet. And what we saw with these big rock guys, we need to be able to burst them down super fast. And if we can't, we're going to be stuck out of luck. Ability duration of our laser beam by 0.31 seconds. I don't know about that. I'm going to re-roll this. So Cleansing Fire, I'm really excited about. I want to increase the area of effect. Ability Haste is just the tick rate. It keeps giving me that. I want it to be bigger. All right, what you got for me? Experience? Some meta progression? Area of effect. Make it big. Okay. Exterminate again. Game's taking pity on me. No longer do I need to protect any cubes. I also like how we can break these pots without any effort. And all the re-rolls too, man. So there is meta progression in this game, but I think it only works once. Like you can buy things for your next run. Oh, this is a good rarity upgrade from common to epic. So it skips uncommon, and rare, all the way to epic. What the hell? That's nuts. All right, there's 4. Come on, fellas. I'm not moving anymore. Come to me. Doing the laser kicks. Uh-oh. Oh, the balls are here now. We got a bomb on the right, so if I really need it. Boom. I determined in that moment I really needed it. Area of effect. I don't think we'll get it big enough to fill the entire screen, but at least halfway through. All right, we got 2 funneling in up top. I still want to make sure we knock out as many of these guys as possible. I don't like these elites because I know they're going to be a pain to put down. I also need to start really upgrading and evolving my attacks. I'm going to re-roll this. This is about to evolve. Let's go for epic ailment duration, so they're ignited longer. Don't think I need that when every single move I have is going to spam stacks of ignite. So let's make it as big as possible. Now the next level up, we can evolve it. Here we go. Legendary. Generate a stacking damage over time effect instead of dealing damage directly. Huh. Apply a stacking slow effect to all enemies hit. I like that. Deal more damage based on my missing HP. Its area of effect goes up. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, this ball never dies. Give me the healing, please. Thank you. I feel like this slow would have been really nice, too. But now every enemy is just taking damage. The weak guys can't even come in here. All right, well, this was solid. What do you think you're doing? Let's re-roll this. Ability haste, fire damage on my big circle of death. I want to evolve my basic attack. My basic attack's got to be close. We need to re-roll and get Leo because he's the one that has it. I'm getting confused because so many different characters have fire attacks now. So I don't know what to re-roll for. All right, we're not killing any more elites. There's no way. I'll try. All right, there's Leo. I'm going to re-roll and keep you. Come on, Leo. Give me my basic attack. Fireball. There we go. Larger area of effect. So now we can evolve this. And hopefully it'll be my next option immediately. Here it is. Each projectile adds more ammunition, casting fireballs at an increasing fire rate. Fireballs can now bounce off walls and pierce everything. Fireballs can now chain towards enemies upon impact. Bounce off walls and pierce everything? Let's try... I like how this increases its fire damage significantly. And chains. I'm going to go ahead and actually grab Fireball of Chasing. I grabbed the Fireball of Ammunition in the demo. It turns into like a flamethrower. It wasn't amazing. It was unique, but I don't want to grab it again. I want to try the Fireball of Chasing. because that means we have high damage balls that bounce around, and we already have some pierce that we grabbed early on. So I think that's going to be a very solid combo. And you guys can yell at me down below if you think it's a wrong decision, all right? I'm used to crying myself to sleep at night. I've gotten good at it. I make sure to swap my pillow out with a loofah. And then, of course, I've got something tasty to drink in the morning. My own tears. Dude, these guys can't do anything. Oh, we have to exterminate again? No shot. They're really out here giving me the same objective over and over and over again. They might need to add some sort of system to stop duplicates. Or make them less likely. The difference in power this time around, though. Insane. Insane. Now I just want alligator. My family growing up, all my cousins, all of them lived in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And so I go there, get the best seafood, go to New Orleans, get myself a nice po' boy. Oh, that sounds so good. It's early in the morning, guys, okay? I haven't eaten yet today. This is more ailment duration of the cleansing fire of layering. What a long name. Cleansing fire of layering. All right, let's do that. So they burn even longer. Fireball of chasing. Let's go ahead and increase the rarity of that for more damage. These are rookie numbers. We got to pump these up. Down you go, my friend. Ailment duration on the lava rift? That's just ignite, yeah. That is ignite. Sure. If it's legendary, it doesn't matter. Everything burns now. That's all we're doing. But I need to start evolving my other moves. We've already evolved my AoE. We've evolved my basic attack. Why do I feel like we're leveling up way more this time around? Maybe it's because I wasted so many of my level ups on the dancer towards like just stat ups and not my actual attacks. All right, so let's go ahead and do chain count on my basic. Well, you don't evolve anymore, so I don't want to do that. I want to do ability haste on the firestorm because that barely goes off. And most of the time when it goes off, it's missing. Oh, we got to get more elites, man. Otherwise, we're going to fail this challenge. We need one more. We got time. Dude, there's always some ball that has snuck through. With his billions of defense. Area of effect. I got to go for this, though. It makes the circle bigger. I know it's already evolved, but come on, look at this. We're at least going to stretch to the whole bottom of the screen. That's nice. That's worth it. I've done my objective. Now leave me to rest. This is my nappy time. I can hit R, so now we just auto attack. There we go. All right, guys. Time for a nice, refreshing Dr. Pepper moment. I am not sponsored, but Dr. Pepper, if you watch my videos, I will do some horrible things, okay? I will do some horrible things for a Dr. Pepper sponsorship. All right, let's do ability haste overall. That's kind of nuts. That's kind of nuts. All right, let's turn off auto attack because we ain't babies. We are not babies here. I want to not... I want to give you a slot so you can evolve, not just increase your rarity. We're getting up there, man. Level ups are going to be harder and harder to come by. All right, heat beam, larger area of effect. Every upgrade I take from now is going to be a new slot on attack we haven't evolved. That is my promise to myself. All right, we got dudes in armor now. We've seen this before. Come here, the claw beckons. The claw. I don't know how I feel about Toy Story 5, guys. I don't know if it's going to be good. I feel like I was already an adult when Toy Story 3. I wasn't an adult. I was in my late teens, I think, when Toy Story 3 came out. I don't remember. And I saw it, and I thought it was great. I didn't see Toy Story 4, and now I'm like, really? They're making a Toy Story 5? What is going on? I don't even know if the fourth movie was good. I will say, though, I saw Hoppers the other day. Pixar really hit with that one. I don't watch a bunch of kids' movies anymore. It really depends on if it looks... I don't know. My criteria has gone up. Like, there was that one movie that came out the other day with a fish played by Ron Swanson. the unhappy fish or something. There ain't no way I was going to watch that. All right, let's do Ignite Chance on the Heat Beam. But sometimes there's a movie out there where you're like, yeah, you know, I got to watch this. This actually seems cute. Seems like I'd really enjoy it. I'm re-rolling this. Wait, hold on. Let me see. I'm re-rolling this. Because I need to evolve things. Heat Beam. More Ignite Chance. I saw The Good Robot the other day. I think that's what it's called. It's the robot that, like, raises a goose. I really like that one. I thought that one was cute. And then there's a new Ice Age coming out. But no matter what anyone says, I will be there day one. Shrek 5, baby. I will be there day one, supporting. It is never Ogre. It is never Ogre, no matter how many balls are at your front door. Give me that. Give me that. Oh, damn it. I'm French kissing a lizard. Not again. Heat Beam, more Ignite. Heat Beam, you're almost evolved. And then we have to evolve Firestorm and the Lava Crack. The Lava Crack is underwhelming, man. I don't really love that one. Because while we have enemies coming at like every single corner, two of these moves don't really target everyone around us. Got a bunch of elites. All right, let's go crazy. We're going to cut through, get as many giblets of experience as possible. More projectiles on Firestorm. Keep cutting, keep cutting. Let's go, let's go! Nice. Heat Beam, more fire damage. I guess I'll get more fire damage on the Cleansing Fire of Layering. Okay, so this is going to be your last upgrade. Ability Duration, Ability Haste for a faster tick rate. Let's do fire damage. All right, fellas. This is it. This is where we died last time. We grinded our way back up. I think we're strong enough. We just have to be careful with the big dudes. But I can one-shot pretty much all the small lizards. So if I need to cut around... It's defeat as many elites again. Dude, if a rock dude comes in as an elite, I'm screaming. I'm gonna run with my tail between my legs. Dude, this guy is unfazed. Oh, here they come. Here they come. I'm terrified. Heat Beam of Channeling. Fire beams now chained between enemies. Spawn smaller, longer-lasting projectiles that track a single target. Generate a miniature sun that burns the ground. Nah, chain between enemies. All right, we got a bomb. There's another bomb up top. If we really need it. Little rocks are dying fast. Okay, Joe, cut away out, cut away out. Dad? I didn't know if I wanted to say dash or dodge. I said dodge. Give me more firestorm projectiles. This is rare chain count up. I gotta get that. I want to evolve the firestorm to not be useless. I gotta make sure I dodge. I don't like being in the corner like this. My range is obstructed. Dude, this ball is nuts. This ball is nuts right now. There's a lizard inside of me. All right, I need to do more projectiles. Firestorm. Healing. Okay, all right, we got this. We only need one more elite. Higher ignite chance. Everyone's ignited. Everyone's always ignited. Let's do fire damage. Got myself a nice magnet. It's crazy how many enemies they fit on screen. It's dope, though. Okay, what are these guys? Joe, you're cutting your way out. You're cutting your way out. Oh. These big guys are nuts, man. Funnel them. Funnel them. There's some healing in there. I'm trying to grab it. Increase my max health? Where the hell did that come from? I didn't know that existed. I'm running. Ten seconds. 9 seconds. Stay back. Get away from me. All right, we're alive. More fire damage. Ability haste, ability duration. I want haste. I mean, this is rare, though. I want more firestorms. We have 59 health. Well, we did it. We definitely did it. So hard mode doesn't just add more enemies, it adds brand new enemies. So I wonder if those big guys are in hard mode, because I haven't played this stage on normal. I went straight into hard after beating the previous stage, the city, on normal. All right, area of effect, ignite chance, projectile speed. That really impacts the lava rift, huh? Do area of effect. And we don't have any temporary upgrades. Is it going to be exterminate again? No, not escort. Let me exterminate. I was hoping to get some health. There's some health up top. Grab that. Let's get back. So I can aim the lava attack too. Huh. And then have my fireballs auto shoot. Problem is the lava attack has a mind of its own. Just chains wherever it wants. More fire damage, area of effect on the heat beam. 32.5%. Oh, that's area of effect damage. So that makes their explosion stronger. Does the same thing if I go here. I actually like that. So firestorm, fire layering, fireball, all of bigger areas, but then the heat beam has stronger explosions. Okay. Grab the health. I think we'll be okay here, too, because we don't have Exterminate. So we got big rock dudes everywhere. This guy is just a basic enemy. Dude. Okay, well, whenever this move goes off, we're good. More projectiles. I gotta go for fire damage right now. Give me the help. I can't do the objective, man. There's no way. Those rocks are crazy. I have to find my own path. I wonder if I can recuperate it by standing in it again, because that does refill the bar, but I can't even see where it is. I can't even see where it is. Let's increase the fire damage on my basic attack. Overall area of effect again. Where's the cube, man? Good magnet. We can make Lava Rift last longer. I wonder if we can have it last so long it outpaces its cooldown and we have multiple. Oh, here it is. This is not a good idea. I used all my dashes. It's filling back up. Oh, man. Let's go for more health. We got full health now. It's a darn shame, man. Yeah, we're not going to get anything. We can go for rare fire damage. All right, we're alive. That's what matters. This is getting kind of insane. Exterminate again. All right, well, at least with Exterminate, I can move wherever I want. It just means that we're going to have a ton of elites. I would prefer, like, the tower destruction, but we're not getting that at all. I wonder if killing them outside... Obviously, I don't see any experience. It transports it inside. Nice. Okay, that's a good touch. We got red lizards with armor now. I am so glad we got that extra help. Okay, down the elite goes. There's another one. Ability duration, pickup range. So once we blitz through everything else, we start just getting regular stat ups. Do ability duration. Dog, so many freaking elites. So many elites. What? Everything is the big rocks. I guess I'll take a reroll. All right, that's 1 star. Which is great. If we can find some bombs. Any bombs on these pods. Just stay mobile. I'm assuming there's going to be a max on how many elites can spawn. So we need to start killing them. More projectiles on Firestorm. Projectile per second. Firestorm's almost capped. More chains, larger area of effect on my heat beam. The heat beam's probably the best move we've got right now. Beam count 3 to 5? Yes. And this is an elite right here. If I can kill him. There, down he goes, down he goes. There's another one. All right, get ready, Joe. 1, 2, 3. All right, all right. We need 2 more. And I see him. Nice. Now just stay alive. Projectile speed? No. Overall fire damage. Any chance I get, I'm grabbing that. There's a bomb. Huge. Get that stupid rock off of me. All right. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. Fire damage. These gems are sorely needed. Still got 2 missions to get through. Area of effect. One thing I would like is if you hover over it, it tells you what person. So I don't know if Leo gives me Firestorm or not. So I don't know if I should re-roll this and try to grab it for the evolution. But I guess I'll just grab... No, I'm going to re-roll this. XP gain? Huh. That's a massive boost to fire damage, though. It may be too late for me to try to get something like experience gain. It's interesting that... Get this thing out of here, man. It's interesting that XP gain is something you can only get once you've grabbed everything else. Because by that point, you really don't need XP gain. So, I want to see something for science. I'm going to let this go below the star, then I'm going to stand in it. Okay, so I do not need to stand in here the entire time, or even close to that. I can move wherever I please. As long as I try to spend an adequate amount of time in here towards the end of the run. All these big boys. So like now, I should probably start cutting my losses. And dig a way out if I can. On the right. Oh, thank God. That move is so good. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Chain count on my basic attack. I'd rather have more chain counts on this guy. The heat beam is just, it's so good. Whenever it goes off, I know I have time to breathe. Because everything is just instantly dead. The magnet. Area of effect damage. Well, that really hits everything. Huh. Okay. There's Firestorm. Oh, man. I need this to evolve it. No. I'll wait. Ignite chance, max health, ability haste. Let's go for max health again. There's not a ton of invulnerability after you take damage in this game. So having some max health really does allow me that time to try to come up with a strategy. There's a bomb. Nice. Very, very well timed. Fire damage. An elite bomb right here. Elite ball, whatever. All right, I'm going to try to find the objective. There it is. Now, if I can get at least one. Wow. Rare max health. If I can get at least 1 star. Let's see what we can do here. Okay. I think we can get 1 star. I think so. Oh, Lava Rift needs to evolve too. Let's go for Firestorm because it's so close. 18% fire damage? Firestorm. Because sometimes those evolutions are game changers, man. No, we didn't get it. Ugh, man, so close. So close. 18% fire damage. Last floor. Gotta survive. I feel better about this one because I'm not going to kill myself. I also like this last area because it's open. I mean, at the same time, that means enemies come from literally every single corner. But we will have more things we can try to work with. More bombs. Man, this layering fire is crazy good. At least the weaker enemies. Oh, we got skeletons. Each additional projectile adds 3 projectiles per second to the firestorm. Cast a unique enormous meteor that deals very high fire damage in a large radius. Each meteor generates smaller fragments. Give me the big meteor that does 733 damage. Yeah, I'm okay with that one. Let's get this help. Dude, you took a meteor to the face and you're still okay? I gotta get my eyes on a bomb. If one spawns, I want to not grab it immediately, but I want to hang out in the area until I'm in a really bad spot. There's a bomb up top, I think. I can't tell. There's too many enemies. There's an elite in here. There was. Start moving around so we can get experience. More fire damage. We got a magnet here. That is welcome. Chain distance, ignite chance. Let me re-roll this. Projectile speed. That's only Lava Rift in my basic attack. Area of effect. Fire damage multiplier. Oh. Yeah, everything shoots up. More fire damage multiplier. Oh my god, he's huge! Get him away, get him away, get him away. 1, 2. Get some health. I didn't realize I was playing Attack on Titan, man. I don't want experience gain. I want ability duration. I thought about it. Old habits die hard. Oh, my goodness. Thank you. Thank you for that. Pickup range? No. Ignite chance. I want that big heart. I'll get the pickup range now. It's only 30 seconds, but that's a big one. Did I kill that big guy? No, I did not. He's still here. I want to. Oh, this is bad, man. Projectile on the beam. Max health. I got some healing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes! All right, well, level ups don't matter anymore. It's weird it gives you a chest right now because you can't do anything else. That's the end of the run. It don't matter. Give me fire damage. Holy crap, man. Holy crap. 79,000 enemies defeated. 79,000. And keep in mind, what is this? Is there actual meta progression? Oh, that's for each character. I see. So I can just level up your stats. Well, no shot. I have a 41 cap, and I can just pop things in here? Dude, we did that with nothing. We did that with nothing. Okay, so this is the meta progression. The more you level up the character, the more you can get slots for these. That's cool. Okay. Well, we won hard difficulty. Now we have very hard. XP boost and more relics. Maximum monster density. Unpredictable maps and monsters. Unpredictable maps and monsters? Then there's very hard plus. Unfair. Unfair plus. To get the next class, we need to win on hard plus. Very hard plus. That gives us the hunter. Well, guys, this has been Trials Survivor. This game is it got way more insane than I expected after playing the demo. I actually felt really challenged, which was refreshing considering what? That was hard mode, and we've got so many difficulties afterwards. And so we have to be very meticulous, I think, with our meta progression, our relics, and all that good stuff to make sure we stand a chance, especially on the higher difficulties. But I like that. I like how you are overwhelmed by so many monsters. I like how the game feels when it comes to the combat. It does feel more like an action game despite being a survivor-style roguelite. And of course, this is only in early access, so it's got tons of room to improve. But I think by far the biggest compliment I can get is that every single time I leveled up in this game, I felt excited. I felt excited because I had all these moves that were doing crazy things. I knew they were going to evolve, and just the dream of getting stronger and stronger to outlast these crazy enemies was something I could always achieve. So if you guys enjoyed this game, let me know down below. Hit that like button. And if you have watched me this far and have not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so because that supports me way more than you know. That's going to be it for me. I will see you guys next time.